The woman was violently shoved out the door by the strange man who'd broken into her home. Yet she didn't seize the chance to escape. Instead, she curled up on the ground, her limbs going limp and useless, losing control of her body to the point where she soiled herself. Even though she knew the three men outside might hurt her, she still begged them in a weak voice to let her back inside. It turned out she'd suffered from a severe psychological disorder since childhood. Stepping outside her door would trigger vertigo and paralysis, and for the past 13 years, she'd never truly left her home. All her groceries and necessities were delivered daily by a delivery driver named David. She lived with her bedridden brother, whose health was deteriorating rapidly with little time left. What worried him most was her future. He desperately wanted her to overcome her fears and live independently, to brave the outside world, and while she promised she would, her body simply wouldn't cooperate. The day her brother suddenly passed away, she could only watch helplessly as the coroner's staff took him away, leaving her completely alone. Now David, the daily delivery driver, was her only human contact, and their prolonged interactions had stirred inappropriate feelings in him. One day after dropping off her food, she suddenly pulled him inside and emerged from the bedroom with a package for him. Opening it, he found it stuffed with cash. She whispered that there was much more where that came from. This was just a greeting gift. Though shocked, he returned the money to her. But he made a fatal mistake. He told 3 of his friends about the money in her house, never imagining the danger this would bring her. When the funeral home called asking her to attend her brother's service, she put on a black dress as his sister should, planning to go pay her final respects after cooking dinner. But just as she entered the kitchen, 3 strangers burst through her door, sending her scrambling under the dining table, too terrified to even breathe loudly. Hearing the kettle whistling, the men realized she was still inside and began searching every corner. She quietly crawled out from under the table and, when they weren't looking, bolted from the room, racing toward the front door. But the instant her foot was about to cross the threshold, she froze. Her eyes went blank, her body rigid, completely paralyzed. The pursuing man was confused, asking why she didn't run when she had the chance. She weakly explained that stepping outside triggered her vertigo and loss of control. She simply couldn't leave. Skeptical, the man dragged her outside, where she immediately collapsed, limbs convulsing. Left with no choice, the man brought her back inside and even helped her into clean clothes. Just as one of them was about to assault her, David suddenly burst through the door shouting for them to stop, then turned and fled in the chaos. The other 2 chased after him and during the confrontation learned from him about her wealth, which was why they decided to break in and search for valuables in the first place.